This is Arlo Hemphill, and I am 36 years old and live in the San Francisco Bay Area of sunny and sometimes not so sunny California. So who am I? Who is this guy? Who is Arlo? I am single. That means I don't currently have a girlfriend or any type of life partner, wife, you name it. I'm all by myself right now. I am a marine biologist by training. Diving in Monterey Bay can be a bit cold. Bachelor and master's degree programs. Went to school in Florida, South Florida, and now live out here in the San Francisco Bay Area, where I am a conservation consultant, which means that I work with a number of different organizations, helping them to build their strategies and get things up and going in the conservation world. In particular, I work with an organization called Great Wilderness, which is dedicated to protected area establishment in tropical South America. We work with a number of organizations in Ecuador and Peru to set up parks, both on land and in the sea, marine protected areas. How would my friends describe me? Well, I got friends all over the world, so they'd probably describe me in a number of different ways. Most of my friends think that I seem like an average guy, but I have this crazy energy. They call it Arlo Karma. Kind of a charmed life, but with a negative twist to it. What that means is extreme things happen to me. I get the worst of life and the best of life. One week I'll get a job speaking in front of the UN. The next week I'll get dengue fever and I'll be locked up in a hospital on my deathbed. Be in car accidents and then get to travel around the world.
On the beach, you gotta paddle out a little bit. But looks like 4 feet overhead. Nice rocky point break.
Two of my best friends in the world, who I travel with a lot, are Rob and Boca. Rob has probably saved my life about a half a dozen times. Boca, probably about a dozen. Rob's a physician's assistant. And Boca, well, Boca really doesn't have a regular career.
Rob and Arlo sitting in a tree. K-I-S-S-I-N-G.
In 1995, we were on a surf trip to Costa Rica, one of our first to Central America. Rob and I had paddled out at this break called Dominical, and were in the lineup about a quarter mile out to sea. The waves were huge. I duck dive through a wave, come up the other side, and see these enormous fins moving through the water. You have to show no fear, because the sharks you see, the sharks can smell that fear. Then, just as I was about to react to those fins, a huge set came through, 15-foot towering waves. Duck dove through, my leash snapped, I came up, my board got washed in, I was stuck out there, a half a mile out to sea, with whatever these enormous marine creatures were swimming around me. Row upon row of these razor-sharp teeth, glistening underwater like jagged diamonds. I just about freaked. Rob paddled over to me, swam alongside of me. We made it in through the white water, got home fine. I have a wide range of interests in the sciences, travel, outdoor activities, adventure, and would be thrilled to host a show on any of those topics. But probably the most appropriate fit for me is in the realm of applied conservation on the ground. The stuff that's, really making a difference around the world in Southeast Asia, Latin America, Africa. The people and the projects that are basically saving our planet. There's a lot of public emphasis on climate change these days, which is a good thing because it is a huge environmental issue. But it seems that the way that it's being addressed is primarily in terms of our carbon emissions, fossil fuels, and lowering our carbon footprint. And this is good, but it's really only part of the story. I have a theory. What I'd like to focus on is the fact that very large wilderness ecosystems, the great ocean currents, the Arctic seas, the Amazon, the Congo Basin, these are components of a much greater system, our planetary life support system. They can be compared to, say, organs in the body. And with like the Amazon being the liver, the currents being our circulatory system, the polar seas being our lungs. And if we are able to set aside some of these areas and protect them, then that will go a long way towards stabilizing our climate. My greatest passion in conservation is the ocean. We've lost 90% of the big pelagic fish in the past 50 years, and scientists predict that by 2040 we'll have lost all major sources of seafood. The oceans are in trouble. We need to set up big, large marine protected areas. We need reform of fisheries, and we need more comprehensive ocean governance, particularly for the high seas. I'd like to see a show where we go to some of these wilderness areas, but not do the same old focus where it's just regular nature programming and we're seeing the animals of the Amazon, but meeting the people on the ground, the people in the front lines who are trying to save these ecosystems from utter ecological collapse. Meet the frontline warriors and kind of examine, take a look at their approaches and what's actually being done, what works and what doesn't work to save these wilderness areas. Of course, do it all in a funny, quirky way. This is Arlo Hemphill as Colt Gordon in Reigns of Astoria. I am an officer of Rome. Draws you in. I am a Parisian pedestrian. I'm a French waiter today. I'm an alien today in the 421. Yeah, man. A yellow alien. And I got a new do, if you haven't noticed. This is my Independence Day mohawk, so check it out. Pretty bad, huh? Driving through San Francisco. Hey, you're in the F-150 cam. Right now we're doing one of my favorite things to do in the Bay Area. It's kind of strange, but crossing the Bay Bridge is, I just love this bridge. It's just breathtaking scenery all around. In Alcatraz with the Eubanks and Nathan, and awards that we're going to give out to our favorite wines from here in Alcatraz. Right, Nathan? That means right in like kid gang language. The very first award goes to, what's up?
Stella Montoya.
Oh, the very first award. Oh, you said the wine before the name of the award.
Oh.
Bad, Elizabeth. And I'm with, what's your name?
Marie.
Marie. And we're here in your little booth, right?
Yep.
And you also have a store in San Jose?
In Santa Clara, yes.
And what do you sell there?
I sell Cameroon art craft.
Is that what we have here? Is this stuff
Yeah.
from Cameroon?
Yep. This is a coastal bowl.
A coastal bowl?
Yeah.
And how, it doesn't look like you can eat out of it.
You know, like Japanese, you know how they eat, and the Indians, they use it for...
So in Cameroon, they eat a lot of sushi, a lot of Japanese food?
No, they eat a lot of soup, of pepper.
A lot of
like
soup?
Salsa, all of Mexican.
Like Campbell's chicken noodle?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is right off.
What kind of lizard is that?
The sun, the one that lives in the desert, Sahara Desert,
And
underneath the sun.
and it's a big lizard?
Big lizard,
And it
yeah.
can it eat you?
It bites you.
It bites you?
Yeah.
On the butt?
On the butt or your foot or your face or your eye, anywhere he can grab.
And you die?
No, just get sick for a
And
while.
is that why you made a purse out of it? Because you're just sticking that thing?
We eat them.
Hi, what's your name?
Marie.
Hi, Marie.
Hi.
I'm Lobag Rex.
Oh, hi. Do you have sex with goats?
I have sex with goats. So look, everybody, I found some like gross, like green kind of plant things.
I have a fish pool in my house, and I lay in it like this.
Like this. Hey.
So we'll see what happens.
What does this look like? All right.